And that's what it looks like finished. Pretty straightforward. This bit wasn't really mentioned in the manual, if I can remember, but it was quite easy to work out. So all in all, it's pretty good kit. There's only one thing that was wrong, which was this nut here, which holds in one of these 4 screws, and actually there's no thread in this nut at all. I don't know if I can see that. So we're going to have to find a nut for that bolt. All these other standoffs have these riveted nut encapsulated nuts, but I don't know why they didn't put one here. They did have one here, which I put a screw in to hold that down as well. Now I don't have a fancy rack, so I have to power from my little edge connector, which is good because I can run a current limit on the power supply. And it took me a little while to realise I also needed a 48 volt rail, because they used the 48 volt rail to help drive the tube circuitry, and without the 48 volt rail I was pulling over 200 milliamps, so could be quite dangerous if you have one of these and the 48 volt rail is not there, because your rack will pull. I took it up to about 300 milliamps and it was still pulling current. So one thing to look out for. And another thing is, if we have it on the bypass position, and I'm going to have to turn on my dual power supply for the plus and minus 16, and I'm running the 48 volts off this power supply, so I have to turn them both on at once. But let me just show you the current draw when we turn it on in the off position. So I'll just turn them both on at the same time. and there's a 6-second delay whilst it warms up the heater tube, and in fact that did actually go higher than expected. So let's do the same thing again, and then this time I'm going to switch it on. That went up to about 140 milliamps. Switch it off. As it warms up. So that time it didn't overshoot. So from cold, these tend to overshoot a little bit. So unfortunately I can not use this in my studio, which is a shame. So I've only really got Logic down here. So I've loaded out some Logic loops just so we can give this a run through. So I'm going to start off with no limiting going on, just to see if we can hear some nice valve compression. Okay, this has been on for about an hour now, and as we can see, about 60 degrees. It's quite a warm day today, so it doesn't get that hot, and it's only slightly warm. Even the valve itself is slightly warm, so that's really good. And by coincidence, now we're playing with valves, I've got a new valve tester, so I'm probably going to have to open it up and see if it needs any refurbishment. So let me know if you're interested in watching the video about that. Catch you next time.